Hi everyone, let's go over my bullish and bearish Elliott wave scenarios on Bitcoin, starting with the bearish scenario where we are looking for an impulse to the downside in a wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 wave structure. Common target for your wave 4 is between the 236 and the 0.5 Fibonacci, taken from the end of wave 2 to the end of wave 3. Currently, I chose to pull it to this low over here, so from the end of 2 to this particular low. And the reason for this is that there is that opportunity for this over here to be the end of 5 and 3, and all of this to be price action that is part of the bigger wave 4. However, if price locally comes down once more, takes out this low, we can have an ending a diagonal here inside wave 5 to finish an internal 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5 wave structure, and then look for signs of strength and that move towards the upside in a wave 4. So by all means, we are starting in this scenario to look for a move towards the upside, and keeping an eye on signs of strength is therefore interesting. The invalidation for this scenario is the 0.618 at 63.6k. If we then look at the second scenario, which is the bullish scenario, then here we are looking for a double zigzag. ABC zigzag structure in wave W, 3-wave corrective structure in X, and then we are looking for again an ABC to the downside, either in blue or yellow. And as you can see, there's a bit of a difference. Now focusing first on the blue count, we then have a wave A, a 3-wave B, and then preferably we get an ending diagonal in a wave C. 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5-wave structure. Wave C has to be a 5-wave structure. So we cannot finish wave C here because the low was taken. Now, what you can also see, however, is the 0.618 trend-based fib extension taken from the start to the end of the blue A to the end here of the blue B. And the 0.618 is a very rare target for a wave C. And for an ending diagonal, your last leg to the downside here in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not allowed to be longer than your wave 3. So your maximum target for wave C really is just below the low that we have at the moment. But there is no way that your wave C is going to hit common targets for wave C, which is between the 1 and the 1.236, which is way below. So actually, preferably, in a WXY double zigzag, you get the yellow structure, where you are looking at this structure here as a bigger wave B, and then you get a wave C to the downside, where wave C is a solid length in price, similar to the length of wave A, which is what you prefer to see. If we then look at the direct support to the downside, we have the point of control of the volume profile taken from the 49k low to where price is at the moment, here at 59.5k. And with the scenarios that I have shown, it is an interesting area of support, for example, for an ending diagonal here, hitting the point of control and then look for a move to the upside, as well as for the blue wave C over here. This is interesting support. For resistance, we have the daily naked point of control here at 62.5k. As you can see, I put the yellow wave B at this particular level, but also for a wave 4, this is an interesting area of resistance to look for a rejection and a move towards the downside to create a new low. If we then look at the CVD divergences, then locally here we only have a little bit of bearish CVD divergences, but at the moment there's not too much going on. It's, since the low, still a quite young range. It's very sideways as well. Not too many clues, but at least I can say there's some bearish CVDs here, which is good to know about. If we then look at the news, then we had a little bit of news today here at 4 p.m. Central European time, but tomorrow should be a bit more spicy, a bit more interesting at 2:30 p.m. Central European time, Friday, October 4th, and I will be live on YouTube when the news hits. So I'll be live around 2:30 p.m. Central European time. If we then look at the probabilities of the different scenarios, then currently on the 1-hour time frame, the probabilities are highest to still take out this low once more. In a bearish scenario, you are looking here for an ending diagonal in a wave 5 to finish your 3, and then look for a wave 4, or you're going to be looking for 5 and 3 to end at this low, and all of this is wave 4 price action, but then still at a later stage, you're looking for a wave 5 to the downside, so it doesn't matter for the probabilities. And in the arguably more bullish scenario, the WXY here, you're also still looking for an ending diagonal in the blue C to take out this low once more. And in the blue count, you're also looking for price to still take out the low at a later stage. What is good to think about though is what I wrote over here below general. We have to be aware that price has been ranging sideways now over here for quite a while, and a move up is expected based on Elliott waves. Mind the point of control below price, that is interesting support, and also the daily naked point of control here above price. Most important local support and resistance levels are those two on the chart. Again, the point of control 59.5k and the daily naked point of control at 62.5k. I hope that this video was helpful or valuable to you. Please check out the CVD indicator video, the best indicator out there in my opinion, or the Elliott wave educational playlist to help you understand more about Elliott waves. Thanks for watching and subscribing, and I hope to see you at the next one. Bye bye.